Yo, what's good, everybody? Today I'm talking about Moses Itauma stopping Dillian Whyte in under 2 minutes. So I've been cautious about going all in on this kid, Moses Itauma. I didn't want to just get swallowed by the hype. I didn't want to get caught up in all of that. I wanted to see him tested and pushed a bit before buying any more of his stock, right? But honestly, after this performance, I think I'm ready. This fight, which by the way, as I said, didn't even last 2 minutes, really just encapsulated what Moses is all about. In under 120 seconds, we saw his speed, IQ, footwork, feints, and defense. Everything, right? His speed is on another level compared to the top heavyweights. He's quicker than Fury, AJ, Hrgovic, Parker, Caballel, Bakoli, Ajagba, you name it, right? And honestly, maybe even the great Alexander Usyk. As of recent years, Usyk, right, he's put on more mass and exchanged a bit of his speed for power and durability. And at 38 years old, it's only natural that he also starts slowing down a bit, So right now, with his overwhelming youthful exuberance, Itauma does look faster than Usyk, right? He also showed high-level IQ in this fight. He said he noticed a pattern within a minute of being in the ring with Dillian Whyte. He then obviously created a plan of attack and executed flawlessly. That kind of pattern recognition and adjustment and execution at 20 years old is wildly impressive, to say the least. But in my opinion, his calling card and what he's really good at is his feint game. He is so good at freezing his opponents, and in my opinion, his feints are his best weapon. His level changes and his foot feints all add to his unpredictability. He is just so hard to read, making it so he only needs 1 or 2 feints to draw a mistake before capitalizing. You combine that with his footwork, the way he steps in and out effortlessly, the way he attacks and exits before the return fire. That right there is not normal for a heavyweight. It is incredibly rare for a natural heavyweight to be moving without much grace and speed. In fact, the only heavyweight that I can think of that we've seen move like this in recent memory is Usyk, right? And he came up from cruiserweight. But what's even more impressive to me is that Moses Itauma is always on balance to throw something of consequence, despite all that in and out movement that he always does. And of course, there's the power, right? Even though he didn't flatline Dillian Whyte, Itauma had already shown real one-punch KO ability. And he's a great finisher. Once he gets you hurt, he is on you. He will pounce. But he takes a measured approach still, one in which he stays disciplined and composed, which allows him to find the opening for the kill shot. Moses Itauma is a problem, people. He already is, and he will be for a long time, in my opinion. He's got the gifts in the form of speed and power, but he also has skills and high IQ, and he always stays defensively responsible, which is just as important as the things I mentioned before. And judging from his interviews, I think his humble nature and maturity will keep him grounded. He's aware of the fickleness of the fans. He knows that though he is adored and supported by the masses right now, he also understands that they can switch up on him at the drop of a dime. So he stays grounded. His post-fight interview shows he's respectful as well. He acknowledges that Parker and Caballel are more deserving at a title shot versus Usyk, but he makes it clear that he won't shy away from the challenge if it is offered, whether that be against the aforementioned fighters or the great Usyk himself, right? Overall, from the fights and interviews that I've seen of this kid, it's still early, but barring a glass jaw, I really think that this kid is the potential future heavyweight king. He has the tools, skills, and abilities, and more importantly, in my opinion, he has the mentality that I believe is required for greatness. All right, so that's it for me. I want to know what you think. Do you think Itauma is the real deal, or is he just overhyped? Let me know down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a lovely day.